Today, President Donald Trump, of course, held a news conference in Poland where they're bussing in people to make it look like a lot of them want to actually see him being in Poland. And so there was a news conference, and Hallie Jackson of NBC News asked him a question dealing with Russia, and it's amazing how the president somehow is just delusional. Listen to him give numerous answers.
Will you once and for all, yes or no, definitively say that Russia interfered in the 2016 election?
Well, I think it was Russia, and I think it could have been other people in other countries. Could have been a lot of people interfered. I said it very simply. I think it could very well have been Russia, but I think it could well have been other countries, and I won't be specific, but I think a lot of people interfere. I think it's been happening for a long time. It's been happening for many, many years. Now, the thing I have to mention is that Barack Obama, when he was president, found out about this in terms of if it were Russia, found out about it in August. Now, the election was in November. That's a lot of time. He did nothing about it. Why did he do nothing about it? He was told it was Russia by the CIA, as I understand it. It was well reported. And he did nothing about it. They say he choked. Well, I don't think he choked. I think what happened is he thought Hillary Clinton was going to win the election, and he said, let's not do anything about it. Had he thought the other way, he would have done something about it. So he was told in early August by presumably the CIA that Russia was trying to get involved or meddling pretty strongly with the election. He did nothing about it. The reason is he thought Hillary was going to win. And if he thought I was going to win, he would have done plenty about it. So that's the real question, is why did he do nothing from August all the way to November 8th? Why did he do nothing? His people said he choked. I don't think he choked.
So the follow-ups for you on that, Mr. President, you again say you think it was Russia. Your intelligence agencies have been far more definitive. They say it was Russia. Why won't you agree with them and say it was?
Well, I'll tell you, let me just start off by saying I heard it was 17 agencies. I said, boy, that's a lot. Do we even have that many intelligence agencies, right? Let's check it. And we did some very heavy research. It turned out to be 3 or 4. It wasn't 17. And many of your compatriots had to change their reporting, and they had to apologize, and they had to correct. Now, with that being said, mistakes have been made. I agree. I think it was Russia, but I think it was probably other people and or countries, and I see nothing wrong with that statement. Nobody really knows. Nobody really knows for sure. I remember when I was sitting back listening about Iraq, weapons of mass destruction, how everybody was 100% sure that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. Guess what? That led to one big mess. They were wrong, and it led to a mess. So it was Russia, and I think it was probably others also, and that's been going on for a long period of time. But my big question is, why did Obama do nothing about it from August all the way to November 8th? He did nothing about it, and it wasn't because he choked.
Okay, anytime the president lies, which he does with impunity, we're going to call it out. Now, let's break this down. If it was Russia, last I checked, American intelligence actually said definitively it was Russia. Then he said, I heard it was 17 intelligence agencies. We did some deep research. It was 3 or 4. In October, the director of our intelligence apparatus, which covers 17 intelligence agencies, spoke for all 17. How in the hell are you the president of the United States who gets a daily briefing on intelligence matters and you don't even know that there are 17 intelligence agencies and you said it was 3 or 4? That was a flat out lie. Then he says, I think it was Russia, probably was Russia and others. There's no evidence there were others. It was Russia. He still thinks it's from some 400-pound fat guy in New Jersey. Then, this was really great. Why did he do nothing? Another lie. Did the Obama administration call Putin directly? Yes. They also impose sanctions. Yes. Who is trying to actually lift those sanctions against Russia? Trump. and Congress has had to vote on it to keep the sanctions in place. Who is fighting it? Trump. And this is a president, you got folks, who is on foreign soil, trashed his intelligence agencies. He later trashed the media, and he trashed a former president of the United States. Then he says, quote, "No one really knows." Yes, we do. Now, this is a good one when he said he heard based upon reports. And no, as it was reported, you were given a briefing. You were literally giving a briefing by the FBI director, the head of the CIA, and the intelligence community, and you say it was reported? Oh my God. We have a dunce as president of the United States. Ralph, I'll go to you. What is wrong with this man? That is he in bed with Putin that much he simply cannot concede what 17 intelligence agencies have reported when they have given him specific information discovering based upon actual intel of Russian officials admitting they were trying to hack our election?
The question that was posed to the president, and I don't remember, was did Russia interfere with the election? Was that the question?
No.
That was asked?
Will you definitively say that Russia interfered in our election?
Okay.
He goes, I think it was Russia.
Let's go back.
Probably was Russia and others.
Okay. Did they definitively interfere? When you interfere with something, that means you had a direct output. You have altered the result of something.
No, that's not. No, Ralph.
If I interfere, yes, that's exactly what interference does.
Oh my God.
Interference creates.
Roland, he went to the same school that Kellyanne Conway went to with these fake news, false facts, parsing.
No, if you interfere with something,
the reporter asked a very clear question.
If you interfere with something,
and as we've detailed
now
here,
there's no question that Russia did attempt to interfere. There's no question about that.
No.
Interfere
does not mean change votes.
Right. Because when you interfere with something, it means you get in the way.
Todd, you are a lawyer. Mm-hmm. If somebody answered this as one of your clients, it was Russia. But it also was probably others. Well, how would you respond?
I would probably say we need to clean that answer up and be more clear. I think that, in particular, with across two administrations now, we have them saying Russia did interfere with our elections. Connect the dots between that and the so-called voter integrity commission, as well as a letter that went out from DOJ just last week asking states to give them all kinds of voter registration material. I think we have a lot to be worried about here. Not only hacking, but perhaps even sort of an intentional desire to alter our election system going forward. And I think we need to answer a lot of questions before we go forward with any other election integrity schemes.
The man cannot answer the question because he is tied to Putin. This man will never criticize Putin. It is evident.
Weekdays on TV One.
I will never lie to you.
Oh my God.
Roland Martin.
He doesn't want to talk to us. He wants to ignore us.
Uncensored.
Hell no. That ain't gonna cut it, boo.
Unapologetic.
No, that is fundamentally false. You are wrong.
Unfiltered.
He wants an America where we all look alike. He ain't talking about black people.
Unrelenting.
You better go work out, because you got a fight on your hands.
NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Weekdays at 7 a.m. on TV One.